Howdy folks, Chuck here, Wynot Wander. I'm with Miss Linda. We are at the Riverside Zoo, Gearing, Nebraska. We're meeting daughter Michelle here. I saw her car back there, so we parked close to it. Linda's going back to the car to get something. I'm gonna go ahead and walk on over here. Trying my GoPro again. It's my new GoPro Linda got me for Father's Day a couple of months ago. This is August the 3rd. It is, what day of the week is it? It must be Tuesday. Just about noonish. We talked to daughter Michelle about going to lunch. She said she'd rather go to the zoo. So here we are. I'm having trouble uploading videos from this camera to my computer and being able to edit them. Here's Michelle. You're on video. Say hi, YouTube.
On video.
Say hi, YouTube.
Welcome to the Scottsbluff Riverside Zoo.
Yeah, thank you very much.
There's bears here.
There's bears. She said they had a new bear exhibit, so we wanted to go in and see.
Are there tigers?
We've camped at the Riverside campground we've stayed at before. Well, you probably can't see. I can see a couple campers through the trees, but I know what I'm looking at, and it's probably too small to tell here. So I'm going to shut this off. We'll go inside. I'll come back when we're doing something. And hopefully I'll learn enough to be able to upload this one. Quick glance around the gift shop here. Come to the door. This is where you pay to go into the zoo. We've got a little gift shop with a variety of things. They also sell food here to feed the ducks. Linda wants to feed the ducks a little bit, so we're getting fixed up with some duck food here. Okay, so here is a pictorial diagram of the zoo. Splash pad. I saw a sign back there that said there's going to be improvements coming to it, so we must have started up here at 1. And we must be where the yellow star is right now. So we'll go see what there is to see. Well, my phone's ringing. Let's see what that's about. Hours 9:30 to 6:30. Splash pad is on for the season. Potential spam on my phone, so we'll just shut that off. Okay, well, if you want to read that, pause the video and give it a gander. Platform overlooking something with some binoculars, or a monocular, I guess, so you can see animals across the way, probably. Oh, I never have quarters. I'm sorry.
I never have cash.
You know, I really like this back screen on this new camera. You can see it. You can see how close you need to get the signs to read them. So, it's just an overlook. Now the North Platte River, okay, looking through the trees here, that's the north side of Scottsbluff National Monument. Okay, the Platte River is between the zoo and the monument, and North Platte or the Union Pacific Railroad tracks run right along the south side of that monument between the river and the monument. And then we could from the train look down here and see some of the zoo. But I used to work on Union Pacific. It's been quite a number of years, so I was up here very often, but occasionally. Well, for a while I was coming up here about every other day, but then I transferred to Cheyenne and didn't make this run as often anymore. So anyway, let's go see some more. As wide as screens I've got going here, I would bet I would have to get really close to this peacock for it to show up much. He probably won't let me do that. There's another one over here in the shell. Oh, hey, come here, come here, come here, come here. Linda.
I see it.
No, look down here.
Alright, picture time. Where's mine?
There's peacock babies here.
Holy smokes.
I don't know if I've ever seen a baby.
Hope they're showing up on the camera here. Just little bitty things. They're not very spooky. Now, you get this close and they're kind of spooky. So,
wants to go golf anyway, and invited one of us
Okay.
to ride with her like I did the other day.
Oh, nice.
so we got
And
When are you doing that?
well, we're
a
gonna
couple
eat
of
at
peahens
5.
here, I guess.
Gotcha.
That's our plan to meet
Does
it.
her what go through? She was with her.
Over here we got
Yeah, just a random day. I think she.
a male
Yeah.
peacock compared to a peahen, and a couple of more white than the other color, but they also have some dark color on them. I don't know what they might be crossed with, or if that's the way they turn out sometimes. What I know about them is very limited. Maybe some of you folks will know something. Leave a comment if you know much about that. Down here just over the edge we got a couple mallards. I think they saw me walk up here and they're probably expecting food. A lot more ducks and some geese over there on the other side. Not a very big zoo, but it's kind of an interesting place to get out and take kids, especially on a nice day. So Linda's gonna maybe give the ducks a little something to eat. We got some turtles. Since we came up, they're making their way over here too. I don't know if you can see those turtles are right down here, kind of in the V of this branch. Oh yeah, there's a fourth turtle over there. I think they're coming over to scavenge and what the ducks don't get. Did you throw the ducks anything? There, boy, they got that one. Yep, they can see those. This little sign with notes of interest. Chimpanzees groomed by removing pieces of dirt, plants, dried skin, and insects from the hair of another chimpanzee or themselves. Down here it says bald eagles can have a wingspan of up to 7.5 feet. There are bald eagles in this part of the country.
Yeah, I'm looking at that too, like 7.5 feet. That's pretty darn big.
Because like for a person, your wingspan, like my wingspan is as long as I am tall.
Yeah, normally your tip to tip is same, will be close to your height.
That's how we used to, you know, you ever watch X-ray and portables when they do this? Because it's supposed to be 72 inches.
Raccoons dip their hands in water
When people come in
to enhance their sense of touch when catching and eating
they're
food.
more than 5'3".
I didn't know that. I thought they did it to clean their food. There's a raccoon exhibit. Glass is reflecting. It's kind of hot out today. He might be hiding somewhere. Maybe under the little trampoline thing here. I don't know. And over here it says they have a fox. Oh, there's a white fox of some kind. Marble fox.
Digging for bugs or trying to find a
Says.
Probably looking for a
Oh, there's a
goddamn
mouse.
mouse. There you go. He buried his mouse. Look at that. Now he wants to play with
Playing
it.
with it. That's kind of
Yeah.
cool. Oh,
He's gonna eat it
eating
for
it?
you. Yeah. He was saving it for later. Look at that. Yeah. He's like, fun. Look at me
That's what my
play.
cat does.
I think he's wishing it was still alive.
Look at me play with my
He wants
mouse.
to play with it. Yep.
Like, play with me, dude. Wake up.
Cats are kind of that way when they catch a mouse.
Sorry. Here, I'll let you.
Little sign here, I don't know if you can read it. It says Katie's Overlook. It's kind of neat the way that's made with an arrow pointing ahead. Move it around so maybe you can make out the letters down the path.
Just call over here.
Katie's Overlook has a fun chair to take pictures in. Cherished community created and donated to the Riverside Discovery Center of the college.
Come on, get up with me. Let's hold hands. I look terribly fat. Thanks, Mom. Of course.
Okay, these ducks are looking for Linda because they saw her throwing food.
Oh, right off his back. Whack, whack, whack. Are these guys gonna come join us?
Yeah, here they come. They're like, oh, food.
Kind of look fuzzy like babies.
Assortment of waterfowl over here, ducks and geese.
Yeah.
Quack, 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 quack.
Yeah, they all see somebody getting fed, so here they come.
Check 'em out. I didn't have to sit here and keep feeding them, man.
Duck, duck, goose. Quack. Quack.
See, I'm talking to them, man.
Oh, and are those back there? Are those goose?
That goose is a little horse. Must be a pony.
Quack, 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 quack.
Can
Are
I
the
have
ones
some?
with the white beaks or the black beak swans?
Might be, yeah. Look like.
Quack, quack, quack.
I wonder if
That
they're the
one's
babies.
funny looking.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a baby.
I can't remember what kind of goose that is with a bump on its
the one
head.
with the black.
That's a particular kind of goose with a bump on its head like that.
Look
But
at him looking at me. AJ and I one time were feeding geese in Ohio, and they chased us and cornered us on a. Good babies.
they're not babies, they're ducks. Say hello. It's a mallard with his pet turtle.
I know other places.
Here the sign says there's a bobcat in here. I haven't spotted it yet. Oh, there's a bobcat over there in the corner. Looks like a baby tiger almost with the markings.
Up at the hospital.
Sleeps on car cats with his head upside down. I can see he opened his eyes just a little bit, but he's not much interested in anything going on out here. Here they call this a Dino Dig. Apparently they cover up various things. Kids can come in here and like an archaeological dig. But there is a little peahen sitting over there in the corner.
You can dig out for fossils. They have fossils planted.
Looks like most of them been dug up more or less today.
See them? Like little bones and stuff.
Somebody lost a hat.
Shovels or brushes, so you can brush
Yep.
out and look and see if you can find it out.
Must have been a bonehead.
And there's different bones that are around in the
bonehead?
dinosaurs
Yeah.
still alive.
Lost his hat. Oh, I see buffalo over there. Buffalo used to roam wild in this part of the country. Well, the only time you see them is this buffalo ranch or in a zoo. Oh, I see they got brooms. You can brush away the stuff on your fossil dig. I suppose those kids we saw getting on the bus when we got here were probably in there earlier. Oh yeah, here's shows you what you can look for in there. A fossil map.
There's the buffalo, the bison. I'm surprised they don't have an area in there as well. They're so tame.
It's a nice little playground here for kids right next to the Jurassic exhibit or Dino exhibit. Replica dinosaur bones.
Probably a black cat, yeah. Yeah. Those are going to be pretty popular. We went to one in Colorado Springs with family, but she didn't know anybody, and nobody would go like Zach or me or to Kelly, none of us would go in there with her. And she didn't go in there alone. But it was okay.
We going that way?
It's,
Coming soon, splash pad improvement. Okay. Oh, I see they got a splash water park. Splash pad over there.
So do you want to play on here? What do you want to do first?
I don't know what's in there.
What's in, oh, maybe, who knows?
That used to be the prairie dog exhibit there, but
Who knows?
We'll check out the sign on the way back. We got a couple of turkeys here under this tree. It's like a male and a female. He's not going to let me get close. Well, that's all right. We're just kind of wandering wild out here in the park. Got a stage or bandstand or whatever right here. We don't know what happens, but I imagine it's used for educational events, in coordination with the schools maybe. Something like that. See, the sign here says Adopt a Spot, Nebraska Conservation Education Fund and Common Ground. I've seen Adopt a Spots various places around the zoo. I think you can like adopt a spot and maybe do some plantings or decorations, yard art kind of thing. Here's a long-tailed peacock right here. Of course, it's probably not mating season, so he doesn't have it up and out. It's kind of a pretty thing though. I don't know how close he's going to let me get. Looks a little bit nervous. I didn't see in the gift shop you can buy peacock tail feathers they had in there. Maybe they picked those up, maybe they buy them from somewhere, but I guess he's tired of listening to me, so we'll move on. Got a little snack shop here. Drink shop anyway. Oh, they got wraps and sandwiches and things. Drinks and snacks. Petting Zoo Splash Pad. Just came past there. Big bears, bison, Dino Dig. Been there. Primates, Garden Walk, and bears.
Oh,
Okay.
she's telling us to come on.
Michelle's looking in here. I'm going to guess it's birds, maybe. From the looks of the outdoor cage. What?
there's like reptiles and spiders probably, but it's air conditioned.
I knew that's what she was.
It's air conditioned. Oh, here's a couple more peacocks hiding out in the vegetation along the way.
Look at that. I want a picture of them. He looks really cool in there.
Can hardly tell if I'm seeing him or not, but he's letting me get close. Hey there. Looks a little bit nervous. Not too bad. There's another one over here in the shade. He might not show up any better.
No food or drink in the building.
I'm going to keep it. So this is not open. It has a caution tape in front of it, but I recognize it. It's a dunk tank. Behind the fence here to protect the person sitting. That platform comes up, locks in place. Then somebody throwing something such as softballs at the target here. Yeah, one of the things, you can't lift the thing with the other thing locked, but anyway, hit the target, dunks the person in the tank. Kind of a fun thing. I'm surprised to see it in a zoo. Maybe that's available for special groups sometimes, or maybe the school principal will get in there. Kids can take a shot at dunking him. I don't know, but it's kind of an interesting thing to see. All right, over here was the monkey house. It's kind of dark in there. My camera died. It was super hot. I don't know if it overheated and shut off, or if the battery ran down, or just what happened. So I'm going to start shutting this off in between times, I think. But we're caught back up with the ladies now. And what's in here? Birds. Ibis.
They're
beetles and
critically
Ball-drop
endangered.
ibis. How about that? There's a couple of them in here if you can see them through the fence.
beaks are long.
Very long.
There are only 200 to 300
Rocky
birds
deserts.
left in the
Eat
wild.
lizards, beetles, and locusts. Huh. How about that? A couple more up here. Okay, so here we found a peacock eating out of Michelle's hand.
Nice.
How fun is that?
I got a bunch. Pick one where he's actually eating it out of your hand. Yeah, there it is.
So pretty.
Okay, so the girls found 2 peacocks. They'll eat out of your hand. Yeah, I think he's saying, come over here and feed me.
And it worked.
Now, you guys want to show your feathers?
This one's getting ready.
That's a mating season thing.
Oh, look at him. I know. He's a big one, isn't he? Come over here, little dude. Big dude. Big. Yeah, big guy. That's great. Michelle, you're a good person to come to the zoo with. I love that. Oh, they're following us still. These guys are coming. I mean, like, they're walking pretty fast. Look how pretty that one is.
And this way we've got some cages of some birds. Look like a hawk of some kind in there. Red-tailed hawk. There's a sign right there. From Alaska and Canada as far south as Panama and the West Indies. Over here, we have a Swainson's hawk. Found throughout North America in summer, migrates to South America in autumn. He's up there, I hope you can see him. And over here, that might be a horned owl. I don't know if you can see him. He's right next to the box, right up there on the top branch. A little difficult to see because of the light. He's pretty dark. Don't see a sign for him.
This is the bird that has my wingspan, if I remember correctly.
Vulture?
Turkey vulture.
Yeah, we got a lot of those in Arkansas.
Do you?
Oh, all the time. You can hardly ever look up in the sky and not see at least one.
Oh, wow.
Unless they're down along the roadway eating carrion.
The regional washer sponsors a lot of these.
Nice to know they have so much.
I think it's great for
They look like a lot like an eagle when they're soaring. But of course they don't have the white head or tail that mature eagles do. And back in there, there's some kind of, looks like some kind of monkey sitting in the alcove in the wall. He's black and the wall is dark green. I don't know if you can really see him. He's about halfway between that tree leaning up and the fence over here. Let's see, this sign says, my name is Scooter. I'm a spider monkey, but I grew up in a house with a family of humans. Okay, try and get close, and if you want to read the whole thing, hopefully that'll show up if you pause the video. They tried to take care of me, but they didn't know what I needed to grow strong and healthy. I didn't have the right food and medical care. Didn't get enough exercise. My bones were weak and broke easily. My muscles didn't develop properly. I've gotten a lot better, but I'll never have the strength or mobility of a normal spider monkey. Look, and he's in the alcove back there just past the tree leaves that are hanging down in front of us.
They ticks.
Another vulture in here.
We don't want, and you know, we had an armadillo in the winter. Last winter, that was all over the yard. I mean, I got as close as I was.
And over on this side, down in the corner, peeking up at us is a badger. American badger, it says. This badger was orphaned and could not be released into the wild.
Usually it's because they've been rescued and they can't be released.
Right.
There's a bald eagle right there. Hope you can see him. He's
Sad.
right between the gap of the trees right now. He was sitting up kind of behind the tree and hard to see, but he moved down just so he could have a look at us, I guess. But there's all about eagles. We just walked through the area behind here. There's a lot of cages, but there was nothing in any of them. Said a blue and gold macaw exhibit down over that way, but there wasn't anything there either. But over here, we have a couple of zebras. Looks like they're trying to graze, but there's very, very little growing out of that ground. There's another one up there. I'm sure they have to feed them pretty regularly. They look healthy, they're not skinny. I suppose grazing is a natural thing for them. There's a few sprouts of things with leaves that must not be edible, or they would have had them eaten. If anything tries, it probably gets nipped off immediately. Here's the sign that tells about the zebra exhibit. Over here across from the zebras, there was the sign I just had. Right across the sidewalk, a tiger laying out here. Looked up to see what I was talking about, but he doesn't care enough to keep his head up. It's in the low 90s here today. Pretty warm. Most of the animals just relaxing. Not getting overheated. He's got a nice pool of water there if he wants it. Chimp outpost in here. Miss Linda's holding the door. Thank you. So I think we're looking for chimpanzees.
They are in here. They're over on the other side.
Over on the other side. Okay.
Yellow cat's laying down. I don't see one over here.
Oh, he's gonna go by me. I was looking at the signs, didn't realize
There's a snake in a
the
log
things
over
down
here.
here. Spiders and snakes.
Yeah, there's a snake in a fake log.
Lizard up on top of the little platform in this one.
It's a ball python in there.
A ball python. Yep, he's all curled up in the...
A snake eggs.
I can see his skin through the holes.
Okay.
He's not showing himself off too much today. Great eggs.
They were tired. It's nap time. That's what I'm going to do when I get home.
Reptile eggs. Dinosaur
Exactly
egg.
that.
Emu egg. It says dinosaur egg, but it's an emu egg. Compared to other eggs, they look so different. Some people could believe they're dinosaur eggs. How about that?
I think they make the world cooler in these parts. Alright, guys. Do we want to walk out that way? We can go out this way. Yeah.
Oh, there's Chimp up there on top. Nobody's active in this hot weather. Although it is air conditioned in here, they're just kind of all having their siesta. Another tiger laying there in his little den during the heat of the day. Might be too far away to really see, but he did kind of roll his head and wave a paw at us briefly. Maybe he's rubbing flies off his nose. That's how it looks on the sign. Well, I might not be pronouncing it right. It says Reef's Muntjac.
Too bad. Can we go back this way?
Appears to be a deer-like animal, but we don't see him in there. There's a double fence here in this big enclosure. Behind these steel gates, there's a water tower up here, drizzling some water out. And underneath, there's a bear. Now, he kind of looks like a shadow, and this may not be close enough for him you'd even see him. He did raise his head a minute ago. Kind of looked at us. We're quite a ways away. This camera certainly doesn't magnify anything, but I'm taping from here in case this is as close as we get to him. We were told they had a new bear exhibit, and apparently this is it. They certainly built a strong fence around it with a graveled area between too to keep us from getting close to the fence. So hopefully we'll get a little bit better looking at him, but there is a bear here if you get a chance to come. Okay, in this pen we have a leopard. Looks like he's all black. There's his picture. And from here, he's going to be difficult to see. He's black and he's laying right up there. He's not sleeping. He's watching everything that's going on. Got his eyes open, got green eyes. He's in the shade up there on a raised ledge.
I would think up in this pavilion area there would be something.
Over on this side, they have a little petting zoo. I see a couple burrows. What are you looking for?
Somewhere to sit in the shade.
Oh, okay.
I think up there there's going to be somewhere.
Okay.
This is just kind of a dead end, isn't it? Circle around.
Yeah, looks like. Couple head of cattle of some kind here. They got long hair and long horns.
Highland cattle.
Highland cattle, the sign says.
Breed Highland cattle. From Scotland.
Looks like I can see some camels behind them quite a ways away. I suppose the trail will lead over there eventually. Back towards the petting zoo here. Heritage breed Highland cattle. There's the sign if you want to pause the video and read it. Hopefully I'm close enough. So we just came through the petting zoo area, but they have no animals in here today. There's a turkey over here sticking his head up to see what's going on. You can see him right through the, let me get down here, kind of to his level. And there were some chickens running around in there a minute ago. I guess there's still a couple in there. But in the next room, Don Steen's Heritage Room, Origins of Domestic Livestock. And they have a display of animal heads in here. Quite a variety. like you might see in a hunter's collection.
So all of our buffalo are bison.
Yeah, I think they're not real buffalo at all. Buffalo is actually something else, like this Cape buffalo, Nile buffalo, and the American, what we call buffalo, are actually bison.
Yeah.
But I've been calling them buffalo all my life, and I think everybody else my age has too, actually. Mounts you see here represent the ancient ancestors of modern livestock, including those living in the heritage barn. See the discussion we were just having. There's a sign over here I'll try and get talking about buffalo or bison. Hopefully I'm close enough. There's kind of a tree, a fake tree between me and it. But hopefully this is close enough. If you choose, you can read about it. Pause the video and give it a read. It's like breakfast in bed, huh, goat? Hanging out here in the feed bunk. A couple of them. So these are some of the petting zoo inhabitants out here.
There's a great big turkey over there.
Yeah, I saw him from inside. He was sticking his head up wanting to be seen, see what I had. But these guys don't care about anything I might have, that's for sure. Linda has announced if we ever quit traveling and keep the land in Arkansas, she wants to have goats and peacocks and chickens. You know, there's more shade up there, you guys. Here's that turkey we were looking at inside. Looks like a pretty old one. This side view of his head here. There's your Thanksgiving turkey picture right there. You see them all come running over here? These chickens? Must have thought I was throwing food out or something.
Man, that's an ugly looking turkey.
Boy, he must be an old one.
Look at his feathers.
Look at his feet.
Man. He doesn't even look like he has a face when he's like...
I know. His whatchamacallit so long.
Hi, chick chick. I don't have any food for you. I have a ring. I guess you can touch that if you want to. Hi, chick chick. Ooh, he looks mean. I'm taking my hand back in.
I don't think so. He's too old. His teeth probably already fell out. Okay, we're taking another shot from here. That bear is still laying there under the waterfall. I suppose it might be a little cooler under there. He's in the shade and that water might be taking some heat out of the air with it. Just raised his head up a little bit. Can't see him really well, but the heat of the day. August 3rd, and it's in the 90s. Might be a little more active and cooler weather if you come. Some kids over there in the splash park right now, right next to the bear cage.
Usually not. Okay.
Bring your kids, have them wear their swimsuits.
Shouldn't. Usually, what are you taking?
I think we've pretty much been around the whole zoo now. So we're maybe gonna end this video here and go find something cool to drink, maybe a cool place to visit. Michelle has to work tonight, so she's gonna be headed for a nap here before too long. Let's see. What time is it? I can't even read my clock. Just after 2 o'clock. We've been here maybe an hour and a half or so. All right, well, thanks for watching. Chuck, with Miss Linda, daughter Michelle, Wynot Wander. Be safe, have a great day. We'll see you on the next video. If you talk to them, they'll talk back. Hey, come here. What?
Hi.
What?
Hi.
What?
Hi. Hi. You sound like, oh, ow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Be careful.
Kind of eager, aren't they?
Huh?
They don't have teeth.
I know, but they can.
They can pinch.
Yeah. You're a hog.
Hey, you're a goofy looking